Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back in the cockpit. Okay, welcome back to the stream. The only skilled, and yes, we are the only skilled pilot in Flight Simulator 2024. Believe you me. Anywho, catering trucks have done their thing, loaded up food and drinks, and aircraft cleaners have already done their thing before that. Aircraft is clean from the last flight that I didn't do. Other pilots that are now staying in the hotel here till this plane arrives back tomorrow. We're gonna walk inside now, and you see the fuel truck is about to be here. Who we're gonna select today? Valero, Texaco. Let's do Texaco. Good old school Texaco. Not that there are any Texaco gas stations anymore in most places. Probably in other countries, but not in the United States. All right, so we are here sitting in Memphis, and we're heading to Dallas. I don't even know if I've ever done a flight out of Memphis, maybe once into Memphis. So let's jump in and get this thing started for the passengers to, start to board, and we'll be ready to go as they're finished boarding. I believe 161 souls will be on board today, 161 passengers. We fly at 28,000 feet, short flight. We'll look at the briefing here shortly in our tablet. This is going to be our second flight, I believe, in the Ifly 738 Max, or the 737 Max 8, since the newest update. GSX did, well, you saw that the passengers, if you were here on the last flight, the passengers were not, they were walking into the plane, but they were disappearing. So obviously the iFly just updated, and GSX hasn't caught up as yet, but there was a massive update today for GSX. So supposedly, hopefully, that means usually that they've updated it to work with the newest version of this aircraft. Texaco fuel truck doing this crazy thing that fuel is getting swashed everywhere, but as long as it's the fuel we need, he's gonna start loading in right now. Well, it should be from SimBrief, absolutely. Okay, so let's jump in the aircraft here. Okay, and as you saw from our last flight, we had a lot of issues with our frames. We had a recent update to our Nvidia graphics card. I don't know if that was necessarily the fix, but we cleared out all of our graphics settings in the Nvidia control panel. Just went completely just give me 1 second here. Pause. Okay, we went completely fresh settings, so we're running off of fresh default Nvidia control panel settings. We're not getting those stutters and crazy reduced performance notes as we were getting before. And it did happen when I did come back into the sim today. It did happen. We were getting the reduced stutter issue, and the graphics card saying, "Oh, you're killing us, you're killing me." So it did happen as it did the last flight we did at a completely different airport. So it just kept happening, and I feel like it's happened since the last graphics updates. So I went ahead and cleared the graphics completely. You could see I could swing around and do all this crazy stuff, swivel, and it has not lagged. Okay, this plane just does that when you come outside. It shows partial of the plane inside. It's ridiculous. Only the iFly does that. So I think I could say I've jumped to all the views. You could see we just cleared the settings. Probably old settings that used to work for the older version of the simulator or graphics card. Just cleared that crap, and we left our graphics settings where they were, which is high, and that we have no issues. All right, let's see. We should have ground power here. Let's see. Okay, we have ground power connected. We have the air conditioner connected. Let's see. We have our chocks on. Okay, let's turn on our battery. Guess you can only turn on ground power once the battery's on. Emergency lights armed. ADERS. to nav, or IRS to nav. Theirs is the AIRBUS. My recorder. Okay. Quick test here. Stall warnings, number 1. Stall warnings, number 2. Okay, we're only going to 28,000 feet today. Alright, and I'm going to turn on our logo light. These signs off, passenger signs off. And everything else should be in their correct positions. Let's jump on the correct frequency. A little lag scroll down there. We're at Memphis Center right now, which is 132.55. Notice how those numbers turn very slowly because our setting is on medium for the refresh rate, but when you zoom in, it's not as bad. So 132.55. So if you zoom out way out, you don't see a transition as fast. Okay, let's turn or hold it down. Should be faster. And too fast. Oh, I had it. Okay. Boom. So we're now on Memphis frequency. We have a pre-departure clearance. Our squawk code is 1506. Clear this. Okay. Let's put this on standby as it belongs. Put this on XPNDR. Okay, and we're going to start some of this aircraft here, but let's request boarding. Another thing you're going to notice is we have
Delta 4826, confirm your squawk in 0733.
Okay. We're on the radios now. 1 second here. Okay. We have we've made a huge change to Real Life V2, and it looks amazing, guys.
FedEx 88 Atlanta Center is offline. Our search turn ready for change approved. Have a good flight.
Okay, as you can see here in the cockpit, this looks a lot more realistic. The shadowing, the lighting. We found a setting that we must have changed a while ago that was making the simulator very dark, but not in a good way. It turned some of the colors or the blackness into blues, and we were looking for what was causing that, and we found it. So we were able to make some, while we were doing some other changes to try to make the sim look a little bit more realistic and make this filter look a little bit more realistic, even in different weathers. Like the weather that we're going to experience in Dallas, which is fully overcast, crazy weather, and flooding in that region of the United States. But we just explored a couple things, and this is looking great. Shadowing is looking great. It's not too dark anymore. We've reduced that darkness. It looks a lot more believable. And the colors, the saturation, a lot of that we messed with. So it's not too colorful. The last filter we adjusted on our last flight, I don't know if we were doing it mid-flight with you guys. It was bad. I don't know what the heck I was going or where I was going. But this thing looks really good right now. And fuel truck, let's see what's going on with that. Let's see. This is not PMDG. Let's see if I need to. Okay. Let's see if this has anything to do with anything. Noble, next manager. Let's see. Let us see. A lot of stuff needs to be changed. Every livery has a bunch of different settings. I wish it was same across the board. So I'm gonna have to go through this here eventually and make sure everything make sure everything is where I want it to be. Don't want anything here enabled that I do not need. Climb, trust, mode, and cruise. Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. All right. Let's put this in, I guess, manually.
Mount 8387, you can't just go taxi and take off from a Class Bravo airport without talking to me when I patrol. Did you know
You will. All right. Let's go to our.
To be fair, I got the PDC, and the next thing they said is contact after departure of this frequency.
This guy just took off without.
I was wondering, so yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah, okay, please don't do that again because there is other traffic there. Your radar contact, turn left heading.
Wow. He just took off
090, climb in,
without air traffic
5,000.
control. That's crazy.
Turn left,
All right. Send plan to FMC. Send all data to aircraft. Let's see what this does. Okay. Let's see what we got here now. Okay. All right, so let's go to here. We're gonna need. All right, the flight is an hour and 13 minutes flight time. Let's go to time and weights. 151 passengers actually. Fuel 14,000.
Mount 8387, quick direct west.
So we have enough in there now. Is the fuel truck gone? Okay, so he did put it in once we did that. Okay, good. Let's go and start boarding. Sorry. Let me make sure I have everything else. 151, baggage cargo, 6,600. No, not that. 14,000. Whoa.
8387, climb maintain 16,000.
Maintain 16,000,
Okay.
8387.
Cargo 6,600. So 151. Okay. All right. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and request boarding. I guess we have to do it from
Mount 83,
here.
if you have east 2, you're turning the complete wrong direction there.
All right. All right, baggage trucks will head on their way. Carts to get the baggage. Passengers will start boarding here in 2 minutes.
Mount 8387, it's going to be right off your 3 o'clock. Turn right heading 090. Did you plug in the Elvis 4? I gave you a amended clearance there.
Yeah, the next point would be from that clearance, Ritz and then Menier, over towards in P2.
Yes, sir.
But did you say P2? Because I understood East 2.
Yep, correct. It's East 2.
All right.
Tango, Whiskey, Oscar.
Here we go. Let's close the HUD now. Now that we enable it. Make sure you use the same American livery next time.
44 heavy flighting 110
Okay.
to maintain 5,000.
All right, let's do the IRS position here. This is a different menu. No. Clear position. We are here at KMEM.
Are you ready for departure?
And we take that, put it over there. Put that over there. We're going to KDFW. We are American. 1935. See if we can force fly from.
Delta 4826, one variable 4, fly runway heading, runway 34, right
Okay.
for takeoff.
So everything else good here.
And fly runway heading.
Seems to feel very good. I'm gonna see if this actually loads with GSX. If not, we'll just click load aircraft.
Do you see East 2 now?
As of right now, these numbers are off. All these numbers are off. So, but it looks like the passengers already start boarding.
did not find these two on those charts here. I
Performance
found
feel
the
very
A-zone
good.
T2 that is
Doesn't
for the
feel too
departure
bad. Let's
that
see.
you
Oh, they're actually sitting now, guys. Hello. Hello. Hey, what's up, man?
If you spell it out one more time, I'll just manually put it in.
Okay, so yeah, that update of GSX did fix the issues with passengers
Oh, you came for the A-zone 7 departure.
not sitting in their seats, so we're good there.
Not what the PDC should have said. It should have been Elvis 4 because I know I changed it.
Yeah, but that's what I have as a PDC here.
Interesting. So you're saying the PDC said it says the A-zone departure?
Yeah, my PDC is A-zone 7 T2 Hanko.
I like the lights.
That's super strange because my end is like Elvis 4. I don't know what happened there. That's
Give
fine.
me 1 second here, guys.
Let's do this. Since you don't have that in there, then the clear direct Hanko.
Clear direct Hanko 8387. Yeah, sorry about that, but yeah.
Yeah, no worries. That's not your fault then. Something happened with the PDC software.
May I see your boarding pass?
High Club 734. You can proceed direct Olive Branch.
Direct Olive Branch, Pilot Club 734.
Boarding pass, please. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello.
Mountain 8387, climb maintains level 190.
Climb maintain 100 here, Mountain 8387.
Delta 1400, what's your plan level 310? Delta 1400, Memphis Center, roger, welcome. Thanks. High Club 734, enter a right base runway 18.
Right base, runway 18 at Olive Branch, Pilot Club 734.
Memphis Center, good afternoon, American 201 Heavy, flight level 380. American 201, Memphis Center, roger, welcome.
Memphis Center, how you doing? Jet Card 147 with you, 430.
Card 147, Memphis Center, doing well. Got you radar contact, welcome board. FedEx 44, Heavy, descend to maintain 3000. 3000, FedEx 44, Heavy.
Hello.
All right, passengers are still boarding. We still need to put in the route here, so let's get to that.
May I see your boarding pass? Hello.
1 second here. All right, let's jump back in our seat. Okay, doesn't refine that. Let's see. Well, we'll just have to do it manually, right?
Boarding pass, please.
All right, departure out of Let's go to our briefing here. And I don't see these changing. So we're just going to say load aircraft. And let's just do it immediately because it's technically loading in real time already. So no, try to note that for the next time. Let's go back to our briefing here. And okay, so our route is, I don't know if that's Children 5 to answer out of 18 Center. Okay. And then that goes to answer to few with 3 W's. Direct to few. Oh, Q. My gosh. And then I believe that's the arrival. Server 4. So we should have just gone straight to the arrival. Server 4. Oh. And I think 13 right. For now, we'll select that. Wait. Few. Okay. Let's activate that. Okay. And then our performance. Our planned fuel. Cost index is 9. Planned fuel is 6.2. Just gonna put a low number, see if it still says. What did it say? I did remember that. Alright, cruising altitude to 28,000. Execute that. Cruise winds are 296 at 01. I hate when that happens. What's wrong with this GSX or simulator?
Good afternoon.
Are you coming back? Just waiting for other service to complete it. Alright, let's just go here. Don't know why I'm using that. Just kills the immersion. Jetway just keeps disconnecting with this plane all the time after a certain amount of time. Alright, winds are okay. 296 at 018. Alright. It didn't say not enough fuel or whatever for once. Climb 1. Flaps 5. Trim. Need to turn that off too. Hit that auto trim setting. I don't know where it is. Not that it matters right now. I kind of like setting that myself.
This way, please.
Delta 1400, clear direct, I have.
Okay. Enable planned fuel.
This way.
Clear performance. Yeah.
Delta 1400, clear
Enable
direct,
quiet
I have.
climb. Oh, what that is.
Direct, I have for Delta 1400, we hit the wrong key.
No.
Okay.
Welcome on board.
Set brief. Report with data. Okay. Taxi takeoff caution. Oh, this stuff helps. Where is?
Good afternoon.
Can't find it. But we'll find it later.
Hello.
Where's the auto trim? Come on.
Hello.
You're somewhere. Built as for us. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Might be somewhere else. Maybe in settings. Anywho. Okay. So they're still boarding. Let me make sure to board on my passenger program as well. Alright, so this should be all good now. This is, well, still says the wrong pounds and everything. Oh, current. Oh, this is the max. Okay. Alright, so I was looking at the max the whole time. Alright, all that is good. So, lastly, we just need to set V2 to 155.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we need to start up our fuel pumps, our aft fuel pump, and start up our APU. Let's switch these bleeds off. All this off. Okay, and let's go fuel pump on. Sorry, APU on.
Good afternoon.
Okay. Seatbelt signs on. Okay. Flight directors on. Alright, we're gonna figure out our departure altitude, max altitude, also our
Boarding pass, please.
performance. Let's see if this allows us to select a runway. It didn't allow us
34,
before.
Olive Branch, taxi straight ahead on Delta into
KMEM.
ramp, going.
Enter.
Taxi Delta into the ramp.
Load.
Pilot copy 75, thank you.
Okay, so I kind of want. It should show in our US system, but let's see if it lets me. It doesn't let you select runway here still. So they gotta update this aircraft. We can't do performance really. Flaps 5, AC on, off. Takeoff weight. CG 22.1. Alright, 10:15. Let's see. Alright, passengers are finished boarding. APU
44 heavy
has
with
started. Turn on the
taxi
APU bleed.
via Hotel Juliet.
Okay,
Echo
utilize APU
Charlie
power.
And Victor to the gate, cross runway 27.
Okay, let's turn our packs to high. Let's get some airflow in this thing. Alright. The jetway disconnected again. Just ridiculous. Well, let's make sure all our doors are closed and everything else is good. QNH, let's see if we can get this thing working. Don't know why it doesn't. I guess I'll switch it like that. 1015. A lot of stuff needs to be set up. Oh, give me back my charger. Give me back my charge. I do not want you to die mid-flight. What I gotta press? This one?
That's 44, roger, that's no problem. You can turn, make the left turn on
Interesting,
November,
very
November,
interesting.
and
Thank you very
November
much.
from 27.
Let's go back to here. A lot of weird settings this plane has that should be on default.
Memphis Center, walk 2933, with the cost time crew 30032.
Order 2933, Memphis Center, roger.
Okay, cabin. Okay. Well, doing what we could. Stairs. Okay. Okay. Let's get ready for pushback here and startup. Let's get rid of our chocks. Brakes are on already. Okay. Let's get rid of the air conditioner truck. Let's get rid of the ground power unit. Chocks. Let's get rid of those. Safety cones. All right. Let's call for stop and push back.
Memphis Center, Westjet 2220, request 15 minutes away. Westjet 2220,
All right,
right, no problem, reporting back.
151.
Report back, Westjet 2220.
Welcome aboard American Airlines. Please place your carry-on items in an overhead compartment or under the
Man,
seat in front of
that
you.
sucks the way it loads.
Small lightweight items may be placed in the seat pocket.
Looks like we're having low graphics, low frame issues now. Why are we at 36? Oh my goodness, here we go. So all of a sudden the frames are low again. For no apparent reason. Alright, let's call for stop and push back. Alright, make sure all doors are closed.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I wish the cargo guys could close them themselves. That'd be nice. Alright. Alright, make sure to close all doors. Just in case. Arm all doors.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin.
Alright, let's close our door behind us. Alright, all passengers are in there. It's probably the passengers that's causing I wonder if that actually works. Let's see if the door actually locks, guys. Never used to work on any plane before. Of course it doesn't.
Locking gear.
Of course it doesn't. Okay. Alright, let's turn these on. These are on. Let's put the isolation valve to auto to open. And let's turn on our strobes to steady. Well, nope, sorry. Let's do anti-collision on. All fuel pumps on, ready for pushback. And we're gonna go, well, where are we going? Nose left, nose right. Let's see. Where we're going? 18. Let's go nose to the right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, 18 center. So we're gonna push back here and probably taxi Charlie all the way to the thing, to the end of the runway. Alright. Brakes on RTO. Parking brake release. In 3, 2, 1.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay. Let's turn on our squawk mode to Charlie and let's go TA only. Aircraft is pushing back. Why the frames are low. Alright, let's go and start up our engines here. Packs off. Okay, isolation valve is on. And let's start the engine on the right first. Ground power on. It's a quick pushback.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set. Okay, aircraft is starting up. Let's make sure we have our fuel. It's alright. It's on motoring and fuel on.
Delta 1400, contact Atlanta Center 132.907, good day. Better to that, we have some folks.
Tow truck disconnected.
Okay. Stop closing the window, passenger. All right, let's do the left side. Utilize that ground power, that generator, sorry. And ground power, ground to the left. Start spooling there. Okay. And fuel. Nice and smooth. Okay, these passengers need to be quiet. Start safety announcements.
Welcome aboard American Airlines Flight 20. We ask that you please direct your attention to the monitors located
Okay,
outside the cabin.
utilize those.
Key message about aircraft.
Okay, APU off. Switch on our bleeds here.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight.
Auto, packs back on. Cycle it.
In countries across the globe,
Probe. Can never see the adapter. Okay. Squawk is good. Squawk mode should be Charlie.
safety is so important to us. So let's go over some in-flight instructions so that we can
Go, not auto. Auto never works, right? Okay. Our departure. KMEM. Let's see. What is start? Airport is start. SID
If you're seated in the premium cabin and your seat is also equipped with
is children or something, right? I'm assuming that's what that stands for. Did it just crash? Bruh. That only happened before in the PMDG. Okay. Alright. Let's go to our start. Let's go to our departure. Make sure everything is good. Our departure top altitude is 5,000. Climb heading 180. Okay, so let's set that. Heading. Why is it not? Oh, changing the course. Alright, 180. Okay. Altitude 5,000. Okay. Off-roll arm, VNav and LNav. Let's go flaps 5 degrees. I love the bouncing plane. Okay. Let's get ready to get out of here. Seat forward. Brakes off. Verify flaps 5. TCAS TA. Trim set. Taxi light on. Let's check flight controls. Full left. Full right. Full down. Oh, what's up with this computer, man? Alright, let's start the taxi to the end of the ramp here. Interesting. Why is it that direction? There's a line leading in here. So I guess we should have pushed back the other way. Interesting. There's no path out of here.
American Airlines. Fly so you can soar.
I honestly think it's the I think it's possibly the traffic brake check. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna hold short here.
American 1935, are you on frequency?
We're on the frequency, ready for taxi clearance to runway 18 center.
American 1935, Memphis Center, 18 Center, taxi via Lima, Charlie 7.
Taxi via Lima, Charlie 7 to runway 18 center, American 1935. Don't worry, buddy. He wasn't going anywhere without telling you, like that other guy. Maybe I should exit the planes on the ground. Maybe they are taking too much frames from me. Could test it. Alright, let's go brakes on.
01, Fort Worth Center's offline.
Just gonna test it quick. Maybe I have too many too many planes on the ground, too many varieties or something. Let's see how our frames are without the planes. Nothing improves, we know it's just the simulator being weird. I mean, it's less lag, that's just only because we're already crapping out for some reason. It might just be the performance of this plane. This new update. It's just weird. Our frames were 70 when we loaded in. Alright, let me jump back inside. I know it's kind of loud. Let's put the planes back in. We have 30 planes. It's not even a lot. 30 additional aircraft parked. Let's see if we can update it. Max, disabled. Change to 5. I think we used to have 5 and it used to be less crazy. Now I was going to change this. I think I always had it at 30. I'm not putting any less than 30. That's no aircraft almost. It's a line per airport. Wait a minute. Default sim version. $20.34, buddy.
87 contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
Let's just go to... Oh, there's no limit. That's why. It's set to no limit. So go back to 7 and then put a limit. Let's do that. Maybe that's what it was, guys. I don't know how that got checked off. Alright, we're going to let the planes load in first and then we're going to start taxiing. This thing was set to no damn limit. We were probably maxing us out. Alright, we don't want to roll while this plane is loading. While the planes are loading in. Turn on the volume here a second. While we're outside. Give me 1 second, guys, while the plane... Well, that sucks. A lot less planes have loaded in. Wow. A lot less planes, guys.
4 centers offline, register system terminated, frequency change approved, have a good flight.
I don't know if that's helped with anything, honestly. So it looks like we're back to our old settings where there's barely any planes. We rely on more Vatsim planes. It's still laggy. I don't know. We probably already have a loss of memory from when we had too many planes. So it's, you know, the only thing to fix that would be restart, and we're not doing that. So let's just get out of this airport and just hope it gets better, man. It's really annoying. Alright, let's go. Brakes off. Should still have our clearance.
Delta 1660, Memphis Center, roger.
Alright, well, we don't see any other aircraft, so we'll continue. But anyway, the new colors and lighting looks amazing. It actually looks like I'm, like, no lie. I say this all the time, I'm not gonna lie. But it feels like more like closer to real life now, guys. Like, it's just something about how outside, let's put our power a little too fast there. How outside looks kind of dull, you know, not overdone, not oversaturated, but in here still looks rich, nice and dark. Apply some brakes. We could take off the filters. You can see the difference here. That's the difference. Alright, let's get back to this. Hold some brakes here.
November 9 Golf Whiskey, Memphis Center, roger, welcome.
Huh. This map doesn't match.
That's for your back.
Huh. That's interesting. No aircrafts here. Alright, let's get a little bit more power. Yeah, this is looking really good, man. Alright, let's get off the ground here.
4297 Memphis Center. Your radar contact.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that outside.
5 arrival.
That's default.
South from the Nashville altitude 30.
You can't tell me that doesn't look good, man. Look at that lighting, man.
Retro password.
Let's do a comparison shot. Another comparison shot. Most screenshots you won't see me initialize unless it's a comparison shot needed for the release of this filter. Alright, let's prepare the those ambient passengers. I'm trying to get them to be quiet, but might be part of the plane or something, because it's not my passenger program. Yeah, but our frames are really low, guys. For it to be in the 30s with DLSS on is not good. Whoa, 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 whoa.
American 30, correction, American 2325, Memphis Center, radar contact 25 west of El Dorado via 1.
I have to turn around here.
American American 1935, you missed the Charlie 7 there. Make the right turn on the Alpha and then right on Sierra. And hold for 18 center at Bravo.
We're actually making a turnaround here on Charlie.
Alright, Roger, if you can do that, that works too.
We're trying. Just enough power. Swing us around. There we go. Alright, this is Charlie 7 here. Let's pay attention.
Approaching 18 center.
American 1935, Memphis winds 220 at Niner, RNAV to Cheeto, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff.
220 at Niner, RNAV to Cheeto, clear for takeoff, runway 18 center, American 1935. Alright. TCAS TARA, flight attendants will be seated for departure. All lights on, strobe steady, wing light. When we turn off lights on, engines to continue. Cell phones off. Let's roll onto the runway. Alright, let's switch to departure.
Approaching 18 center.
Alright, brakes on RTO. Right.
On runway 18.
Data on. Okay. Traffic on. Should be TARA. Alright, let's go. Throttle 50%. And forward. Rotate. Winds are fighting here with us. Gear up. Positive rate. Keep that nose up. Flaps up. Now let's get our nose up some more. Need some trim. These bad boys were not on. Alright. I got some rain. Is the weather radar actually trying to work here?
American 1935, Memphis center, radar contact, say altitude.
At 5,000 for American 1935.
American 1935, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb, maintain 16. 26,000 for for American 1935. Oh, these winds are not playing, huh? Did my trim just stop or? One 6,000. This thing is way over our speed. Nose is up.
Center United 1366 funding through 10,700 on the 24. United 1366, Memphis Center, Clyde, change level 360. 360, United 1366.
This thing is not maintaining the correct speed here. Why are you at 86 when we're supposed to be at 250 knots? It makes no sense. All right, cross 10,000. On the lights off. Cell phones. We're still manually flying here. So this plane requires so much trim. It's fighting with me. All right, autopilot on. Cross Nixo.
Southwest 2107, expect 201. And our approach is going to take center, so you'll still be with them. American 1935, Clyde, change level 280.
Climb to 280 for 1935.
Ladder clear.
All right, we're going to leave our seatbelt signs on. It's going to get a little bumpy here. Okay, cross transition altitude, standard altimeter, wing lights off. I guess we could turn off seatbelt signs now. I think we're across to chaos. It's gonna be more chaos in Dallas, I'll tell you that. Caps lock. But just looking at this,
49, hello again, climb, maintain, climb level 360. Actually, FedEx 49, check that for traffic. For now, climb and maintain, climb level 340. Southwest 2107. Southwest 2107, expected visual approach, runway 20 left. Walker 2933, contact Kansas City Center 125.72 CF.
25.17, Walker 2933.
Southwest 4297, just confirming your expected visual approach runway 20 left.
Oh, nice.
That was 2 aircraft at once, just confirming Southwest 4297, expected visual 20 left. Thank you. Southwest 2107.
Looking at the old filter,
Turn left heading 240, vector.
see how bluish that was? Turn this down a little bit. This plane is loud. Like it has more of a blue to it, and
4297, descend to maintain 5000.
took some of that out in this one. This one got brighter. This has a good balance of all of them. Just too blue, and that blue shows up very heavily at nighttime and other areas in the dark.
Kilo Tango 4 Sierra 7.
That's an old one. So there's a great balance. But even at almost cruise, which we're about to be at cruise, the frames are still not the best. Weird. Oh, what's going on with this sim?
Southwest 2107, turn left heading 210.
I mean, no, I think I do have it limited to. You know what? Yeah, I have it limited to 50, so it's actually better. It's just it's limited. I think I have it limited still to 50 frames, but it's still, or 60 frames. I don't know if I turned that back on. I believe I did. That's why it's not going any higher than 60. But on the ground, it was like 30s. Ridiculous. All right, comparison shot. Like I said, we'll go back to the older. I left the filter name up here so I know which version. I'm tired of like guessing. So that one didn't look too bad. Still looking between B and C as alternatives. B is a little yellowish. E gets back to that, but without being too much. 29 is too dark. 28 is just too dark. I can see it now. Yeah, like it looks good, but it doesn't look real. This looks the realest to me, in my eyes.
Delta 2856, Memphis Center radar contact as reported.
I think it's this plane, maybe. The performance. We'll have to fly another plane. We'll fly the PMDG on our next flight, maybe, and see how we fare. Let's make sure everything else is good in this aircraft. We're at cruising altitude.
Southwest 2107.
With a pitch of about 4 degrees.
Southwest 2107, weird visual approach.
See this bluish look we're talking about? It's even more enhanced in other filters. Look at this one. That's B. See how blue it gets? And look at 29. And then 28. It's close to what we already had, but you can tell it's darker. And you get to E.
4297 to maintain 3000.
You know, so we're trying to avoid that. You know something's wrong when you have those crazy blues. Let's go back to E. Yeah, and you don't see it as much in other places. Here it's like, I think it's just a texture here.
Heartland 103, Memphis Center.
And the lighting. Let's go back to You see it's still bluish a little bit. You know, it's a balance. If this passenger doesn't stop closing this blind, I'm gonna have to throw him out the plane. I'll tell you that.
Southwest 4297, roger. Traffic follows 10 o'clock, 8 miles, company 73 at 3000. You have that inside? Southwest 4297, roger. Cleared visual approach runway 20 left. Let me know when you have it inside. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey on departure, turn right heading 270.
Alright, turn back up with the volume. Play some music here.
Southwest 2107, wind 050 at 5, runway 20 left, clear to land. Southwest 4297, thank you, follow that traffic. Delta 2856, cross IHAB at maintain flight level 330. Cross IHAB 330. FedEx 44 heavy, runway, correction, Memphis Center, standby. FedEx 44 heavy, runway 20, correction, runway 18 center. 18 center, taxi via Sierra, Bravo, cross runway 27 at Sierra. Southwest 4297, wind 050 at 5, runway 20 left, clear to land number 2. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, radar contact, say altitude. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, thank you, climb and maintain 5000. 5000. Southwest 2107, welcome to Nashville, turn right when able, traffic behind, we're coming 7 mile final.
Unlike standard epoxy, our proprietary formula at Ox Floors, it's 10 times stronger, 100% solids, no fillers or additives, which means it's thicker, more durable, and it'll last longer. And it fully cures to walk on in just 3 hours. It's designed to resist cracking, peeling, and
Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, turn right heading 360. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, disregard my mistake, turn left heading 180. Southwest 2107, taxi terminal via Hotel Juliet Tango 6, good night. United 2439, Memphis Center, hello, squawk 1656. 1656.
Memphis Center, good afternoon, American 2988, flight level 352.
American 2988, Memphis Center, hello, squawk 5672.
5672, 2988.
Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, clear direct Shelbyville.
Clear direct Shelbyville.
Southwest 4297, welcome to Nashville, turn right when able. United 2439, radar contact 23 miles northeast of the El Dorado VOR, flight level 370. American 2988, radar contact 40 miles northwest of the Fort Smith VOR, flight level 350. Southwest 4297, taxi to terminal via Hotel Juliet Tango 6. FedEx 44 Heavy, runway 18 center, line up and wait. Confirm it's runway 18 center, line up and wait, FedEx 44 Heavy. FedEx 11 Heavy, Memphis Center, runway 18 center, taxi via Charlie 7, cross runway 27 at Charlie. FedEx 44 Heavy, RNAV grid, 220 at Niner, runway 18 center, clear for takeoff. FedEx 49, flight level 240 will be responding. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, Cornell Center 3001. 3001. FedEx 11 Heavy, runway 18 center, line up and wait. FedEx 44 Heavy, radar contact, 3 altitude. FedEx 44 Heavy, thanks, on and maintain, flight level 370. Delta 2856, contact Atlanta Center 132.907. 132.907. Attention all aircraft and information. Papa is current, altimeter 2996. American 2988, contact Kansas City Center 125.72, good day.
125.72 American 2988, good night.
Number 9 Golf Whiskey, leaving my airspace to the west, Fort Worth is closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, yeah.
Advisory, see you 9 Golf.
FedEx 49, descend at pilot discretion, maintain flight level 280. Descending to Freetown, South. Southwest 3592, Memphis Center, radar contact as reported. Welcome. FedEx 11, sorry about that, runway, FedEx 11, RNAV grid, wind at 0, correction, wind 210 at 9er, runway 1800, clear to take off. Copy to wind, clear to, RNAV to grid, clear to take off, 180 at 9er. Center United 1366, you okay with us to set climb to flight level 38 here? United 1366, give me 2 minutes. For now, maintain plus 360 is on the button. Roger, thanks. FedEx 11, radar contact, on and maintain, flight level 350. United 1366, on and maintain, flight level 380. I'm maintaining 380, United 1366, right now. FedEx 49, contact Kansas City Center 125.72, good night. Thank you. 2177, Memphis Central. FedEx 11, climb and maintain on level 390.
390, FedEx.
American 2325, contact Atlanta Center 132.907, see ya. Delta 757, Memphis Central.
Oh, it's you! Mr. Owl, why do chameleons change color? Because they're enjoying every delicious and chahu.
Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, the Shelbyville altimeter 29908, and when able, advise you of the weather and notice at Winchester and safety approach request. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, roger, you can expect that. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, cleared direct to deduct. Pilot Sub 9393, the Beach River altimeter is 29907.
29907, Pilot Club 9399.
FedEx 44, Southwest 3592, traffic 12 o'clock, opposite direction 60 miles. A northbound heavy FedEx MD-11, climbing through flight level 325 to 370, southbound Southwest 737 to flight level 380. American 1935, leaving my airspace to the west. Fort Worth is closed. Radar service is terminated. Frequency change appears in.
Frequency change approved for American 1935.
Southwest 1775 Memphis Center, radar contact as reported. Descend via the Ryman 3 arrival landing south, National Altimeter 2997. Roger. Skyhawk 0 Hotel Whiskey, cross deducts at or above 4,000. You're the RNAV Zulu 18 approach into Winchester, advise proceeding inbound. FedEx 11, for now, climb and maintain flight level 370. 370 for now,
In any field, it takes speed and agility. Jet 759 Papa Whiskey, National Correction Memphis Center, hello. You have the BT shortly, just take note of the amendments. Southwest 2392, Memphis Center, hello, runway 20 center, taxi via Tango 4, CR7, cross runway 31 at Tango 4. And let me know when you pick up National Information Bravo, the altimeter is 2997. At Southwest 2392, that was runway 20 center via Tango 4, Sierra 7, cross runway 31 at Tango 4. Delta 1660, contact Kansas City Center 125.72, okay?
125.172, Delta 1660, good.
Memphis Center, Sirius 361 Lima Whiskey VFR request.
Memphis Center, good day, Papa 4, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot, with you level 410, squawking 2410, approaching pyramid.
Alright, Southwest 2392, readback is correct. The aircraft checking in at 410, standby, and the aircraft with the VFR request, say again.
Yeah, that was Cirrus 361 Lima Whiskey. We're over Camp Robinson now, 1,800 by Little Rock. We'd like inbound to runway 36 if we can get it.
November 361 Lima Whiskey, Memphis Center, hello, squawk 5302 and ident.
5302 and we'll ident 361 Whiskey.
The aircraft checking in at flight level 410, say again.
Papa 4, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot, with you level 410, squawking 2410, approaching pyramid.
Papa 4, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot, Memphis Center, hello, reset your transponder, squawk 1547.
Okay, squawk 1547, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot.
FedEx 11, climb and maintain flight level 390.
390, FedEx.
Cirrus 1 Lima Whiskey, just confirm your squawk in 5302 by Charlie.
Lima Whiskey, we got 5302 in the box, and base firm, we got altitude shown for 620
November 1 Lima Whiskey, roger, you said you were airborne at 1,800?
That is A firm for 361 Lima Whiskey, we're by Little Rock.
And Cirrus 1 Lima Whiskey, maintain VFR, unable radar contact, negative radar contact.
I'll maintain VFR for now, 361 Lima Whiskey, and we'll work on trying to get our code up to you.
Papa 4, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot, radar contact 32 miles northwest of the Hot Springs VOR, flight level 410.
Copy.
You have a choice to make. With AI, we have an opportunity to influence a future that will
FedEx
not be
44, descend
determined
at pilot
by
discretion,
machines
maintain flight level
only.
330.
I've spent 25 years at the frontier of this technology. I
FedEx
founded
44, descend at pilot
Stanford's
discretion,
Institute
maintain
for
flight level
Human-Centered
330.
AI. I've advised governments on AI development. This class is your way into this conversation. I'll show you the difference between the path that replaces us and the path that enhances us. Workers can be given capabilities no past human generation has ever had before. Our future will be determined by the people who understood this moment clearly enough to act. Are you one of them? I'm Dr. Fei-Fei Li, and this is Masterclass.
Maybe the best hotel isn't a hotel. Explore journeys. Explore the ocean state of mind.
Cirrus 1 Lima Whiskey, I'm not even seeing a primary target anywhere near Little Rock right now, just for your set. Southwest 2392, roger, hold short runway 20 center. Southwest 1775, expect visual approach runway 20 right. If you prefer the left, just let me know. Southwest 1775, expect visual approach runway 20 left.
An interest-earning savings account from Space Coast Credit Union means your hard-earned money works even harder. Now that's a big deal. Space Coast Credit Union. Your life, your financial watchdog. is Base 44. This is a first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder, and you wouldn't believe the kind of app.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, LNAV and VNAV was on for some reason. So we started top of the descent a little late. But we are plummeting down to the earth on our arrival into Dallas, Texas. Air traffic control is offline. They were online not too long ago. Just popped on for a little bit and then popped off. Alright, we're descending under 26,000 feet. We need to be below 16,000 by Sever. Or Sever. Good thing we caught that. Jumped inside and double checked everything. As you saw, we set up everything that we needed set up for our arrival. We have our frequency, ILS frequency set up, our course set up. We have all of our charts. We switched over to runway 17 center. Just get on the ground, get straight to the gate. 13 right was way over on the other side. The winds are not that serious. The weather seems to have... it looks like there's some weather definitely ahead, but it seems to have... died down a little bit. It head probably west. We've probably was flying through some of that weather that was in Texas earlier that you saw us flying through. That was crazy. So maybe we'll have a little bit looking ahead right now. It definitely looks like there's some weather ahead, but hopefully it's a little better. So everything is pretty much set up here. We're descending here on the arrival and the 74 arrival. We expect ILS 17 center, closest to our terminal. And we have our speeds here. I'll update this. At 13,400 foot runway. We're good there. Glide slope on. We'll turn on seatbelt signs from now. Descending on the Sever, about to cross Sever. Alright, let's get our frequency for this approach. CTAF, KDFW, 126.55. So let's set that when we get on final or on approach. We'll stay on advisory frequency for now, 126. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, about to cross Sever. Dallas Traffic America 1935, descending on the Sever for arrival. Cross Sever at flight level 200. We'll expect the ILS-17 center into Dallas. So we have a couple aircraft around Dallas. I see two departures. One is about to arrive from Los Angeles. One just departed towards Chicago. And I am probably going to be the only arrival, it looks like, at the same time. So there should be nobody arriving at the same time as me. Testing something. So since we've cleared our settings, we have some other issues here. I believe it was just with our maybe since we was messing around and fixing the computer, we should have restarted, but we'll see on the next flight. But trying to test here. Okay, so it is laggy. All right, I put my mouse back over here. It's not laggy because I've been trying to. It's kind of fixed, but it's not fixed. Like you don't see. I'm gonna zoom in here and you can see how smooth it is. And then I put my mouse on the other screen. You can see it. It's a little jaggy. I put my mouse back and it gets back to smooth. So it's better than before. It's not as choppy, but not the best. All right, let's see if we're still at 19,000. We need to descend faster. Let's put our spoilers here. It's supposed to be below 10,000, 12,000 at Broge. It's supposed to be under 16,000 already. Spoilers on. Let's get this bad boy down. That's filter off. Filter on. Alright, come on, get this bad boy down. I'm gonna have to manually descend this thing for you. Alright, altimeter 2996. We're gonna be below 10,000 here. Alright, we're gonna manually take over. And continue to send faster. Above 8,000, under 10,000. Back our speed more if we can. If we're not gonna make it. Seatbelts are already on. Let's turn on our attack wing lights. Let's jump on to our YAB vector. We'll probably leave that vector on after YAB. Make sure we have our speed down and everything before we turn into Bossy. We'll do it a lot better, but we still need to get down. Alright, set our brake to 2. Alright, we're at 4,000 over. So now make sure we get our altitude all the way down. Let's see, YAB. What the heck that is. Should be at 6,000. Doesn't say we can make it by 6,000. But Bossy is at 4,200. So we're not too bad. Right here, this arch tells us where we're going to be at. So let's bring back our rate of descent. It's because we took too long to descend via this darn aircraft coming out of VNAV and LNAV. So although we had our altitude set to 10,000 to start descending right away as it crossed top of the descent, the aircraft did not. So I'm gonna have to vector out a little bit. We'll just see what we could get by here. If we'll vector out and swing back in. Vector out for our descent. Save that view. Supposed to be a little less glitchy. Okay. Alright, we got under 10,000. Our speed is way too high. Alright. Landing lights on. So we get our speed under what it's supposed to be. Under 10,000, supposed to be at no more than 250, but we're trying to get down. Alright, let's switch frequencies here. Just go all the way straight to 5,000. Alright, we're at 8,000, so 2,000 over. Since we'll get to 5,000 by here, so we might be fine. So will we get our speed back is the question. Dallas traffic American 1935, we're going to approach into, we're going to expect ILS-17 center. Right, 6,000 now, I think we're okay. Just going to get our speed back. Go a little further down, a little faster. Switches to our approach. Man, don't be laggy. Okay. Bossy at 6,000 it says actually. I think we're good. Let's bring back our rate of descent. Oh, it says Bossy at 6,000. Here it says Penny at 5,000. Alright, let's take a 5,000. Spoilers in. Alright, let's go to Bossy. Direct to Bossy. Okay. LNAV, VNAV on. Dallas traffic American 1935. Turn on final runway 17 center. Flight test we see for landing. Oh, we got the winds now. Spoilers armed. It's gonna be a better way to arm these spoilers in this plane. Okay. I hope that's armed properly. It says armed, but so we're too far out. Coming into Bossy here. Switch to the airport map. There's a full screen button somewhere. Buddy. Okay. Alright. If the approach only activates. 110.30. Alright, look like it's activated here. Alright, runway in sight. Oh, come on. Lights on. Continue. Alright. Flaps. Flaps 10, not 15. Okay. Should we use our HUD today? Looks like we're a little high. I'll make sure this thing activates properly. Gear down. Keep my speed up here a little bit. Keep the speed up. Alright. Flaps 15. Alright, don't do that. Clicking, clicking, clicking. Alright. Yeah, some people were saying on the online that on the forums that they were having some issues with ILS working. So we did lock on, but it was giving some weird issues. Let's see how much nautical miles out are we? Like 7 nautical miles. Dallas Traffic America 1935 on final, 7-mile final runway 17 center. So it's definitely working, but it's not the easiest. Bring back our speed 165. Just use the knob. Okay. Flaps 25. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's put on our recording. Nice. Let's look at this. Spoilers are out. Spoilers should not be out, but they look like they're out. So armed. Sport speed. Oh, our approach speed is very low. $124. That's very low. Flaps 30. That is really low. No. Because we don't want that. 130. $129. Yeah, we know that speed is low. It's probably the wrong speed. I'm gonna keep it a little higher. Alright, so far the frames are okay, not the best.
1,000.
Oh, I don't like that. Autopilot off? Yeah, I know. Seems like it's too low, but that's what it wants. But then it feels like it's going too fast, so I don't know. You tell me. All right, let's turn off auto throttle. All right, we got our speed very high now. Let's bring it down.
100. Light slow. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Whoa, that was rough. I'm glad we were down.
I don't need your commentary first, officer. We didn't have the right air speeds, okay? Because this aircraft does not allow you to do that properly. Oh my goodness. Okay, clear the runway. Spoilers in. And flaps. Alright, that sucks. Here we got the frame issues again. Dallas Traffic America 1935, vacated runway 17 center, taxiing via Mike 3 to Mike Echo Lima to the gates. Our brakes off. Landing lights off. Turn off lights off. Engines off. Stars are off. Wing lights off. Position to steady. TCAS TA. Lighting still looks good.
Down those escalators, carousel number 10. On behalf of all the employees of American Airlines,
Forward traffic, Delta 931, thank you very much. Right, other traffic, cross 17 right.
You will hold short if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that for 1 Delta 961.
Hold short and Echo Lima at runway 17 right for American 1935. Alright, we'll be nice and hold short of the runway for this guy to take off.
Delta 961, taking off from 17 right.
Or will we hold short? Let's ram into him. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he got on that runway fast. Jesus, simulator. I hate this computer. I just absolutely hate this computer. Look at that. He's already off the ground. Crossing runway 17 right on Echo Lima, America 1935. Alright, he's out the way. He did that pretty quickly, gotta admit. And we're Landing lights on.
3, 5, left.
Turn. Let's start our APU. Sure, no other aircraft is taking off, but didn't tell us. Okay, cross the runway. Lights off. Alright, we're going to these gates here. Charlie gates. We could go make straight in. I don't know if we could get around there like that. So let's just make a right here. It's a lot of construction. Not sure. Usually you could get around there. You probably can. I just want to be sure. So we just go here and then make a left in. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright, APU is ready to go. I just don't know what it is, man. Alright, our gate is Charlie 15, I believe. Which is around here. Let's probably turn left at Kilo 7. Lag like crazy. That was constant lag. Same problem we had last time. I guess we just follow this path here at 28. It's one of these bad boys. Huh. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's your sign. Alright, taxi light off. APU power. Alright, so our computer's just trash. It's just getting worse and worse every time this sim updates. It used to be better, now it's worse again. For whatever reason. Brakes on. Engines off. Something with this plane's optimization, but they were the Phoenix last time too, but this plane is not any better. I want to do a flight with a PMDG next time and see if it fares any better. Let's see. Chocks. T-cast. Seatbelt signs. Ground power. APU. Dreams are gonna be even worse with the passengers. Let's all these things off. It's a lot quieter. The aircraft. Okay. Okay. The lighting looks great, man. That's the one thing we improved today. Forget about our performance, but inside this aircraft feels like we're in a real aircraft to me. Outside looks great as well. APU shutting down, as you could hear. Trying to. Yeah, this lighting is phenomenal. So we changed the weather a lot of times. We went back and forth with our settings. We didn't change the time of day as much as we normally would do, but we was just like, ah, man, when it's overcast, it just looks so dark and fake. That setting that we found that was making it extra dark was just really making it look terrible when it's like heavy weather. And we just adjusted, as you know, back and forth. Another thing, we have so many different filter versions. We had to get rid of some because we wanted to go back and forth between others fast so we could see the difference. So we got rid of the ones that are just trash. A lot of things to get to this point. And I'm telling you, this looks really good right now. This looks believable. It has a nice blacks, but not too black. You can see how dark the tire is here in the shadow, but it's not nighttime, so it shouldn't be pitch black. You know, the shadowing looks good. Look how dark it looks in here compared to here or here where the light is hitting. It's different things. Obviously, textures do matter. The textures that are used at airports make a difference. You know, they might use more dark textures that are not as realistic with the lighting, but with a balance, this thing looks good. So I could jump between the older filters. See, 29 hours looks good, a little colorful. But when you're in other times of day or cloud lighting, it's when it fails. But this does look good here. So we're using 28 still as a benchmark because it still looks good. The blacker darks, the contrast to it looks very good. So it's still something we're gonna look at because this still looks good to me. Number 28 does it look real. That's the question, because we have to always find a balance between what looks good and what looks real. 29 is 28 but darker, so we know that doesn't work. And then this is 29B, which is more yellowish. It seems more light, bright, and yellowish, which we started with today, which we're getting away from 28 to try to look more real. And then that's where we got to 28C, which dumbed it down a little bit, the temperature, and 28E, 29E, which brightened everything up. And see in the cockpit, 28. See how dark it looks? A little too dark. And then 29E looks really good. Well, I failed you guys once again. My frames, my computer is absolute trash. And it's time to build a new one. The price of memory is just substantial right now, so I was just waiting to build my new computer. I wish I bought the freaking parts a long time ago. I already bought the 5090 graphics card. That's been sitting there for, I think it's been a year now since I've had my 5090 graphics card just sitting. So I haven't built I haven't bought the rest of the PC parts because I was unsure if I wanted AMD. I really didn't want AMD, but AMD is better right now. So I'm just hoping that Intel brought out something newer. But yeah. So I have to, but you know, with all of that weight now, memory is memory that was used to be $200 before is now $1,200. I just couldn't justify it. It makes no sense. I'm not gonna spend $1,000 more on memory just because I want a new computer. So, regardless if I can afford it or not, I'm too cheap for that. So we're gonna try to figure that out. Yeah, maybe go buy. Because I was thinking I was buying a computer that was already built for a good price that had that memory in it that I want already, and then I could just put in my 5090. You know, so I don't have to buy a new build. But I want to build my own computer. I want to build like I built this one. This one was good, but once upon a time. But 2024, yeah, it's a lot better for 2020. Yeah, this looks real to me. This looks as real as I could possibly make it. But we'll see. We're always making changes here. But this really satisfies me today. I would release this as this is right here today. And appreciate that I actually made all the changes to this filter in Dallas before I started the stream. I had the aircraft here, made all the changes here, and then went to Memphis and made slight more changes, just mostly the sharpness, and they looked amazing still in Memphis. And coming back here with a different weather, because the weather was completely overcast, super dark when I came here testing, and it still looks great. So I know I did something right here. Oh, look at that. I also think the traffic, it's using FSLTL traffic, but I feel like since the update of FSLTL, the frames per second has been a lot worse. I don't know if something's going on with the traffic, but I don't remember the traffic being updated, the actual models. I don't know what it is. It's around the same time I updated everything. I'm gonna have to take everything out of the sim and just see what's causing this. I just don't have any mods in the sim anymore, like ground texture mods or anything like that I know usually cause issues. I don't have those things anymore. Let's see how she looks at night. Didn't test night yet. Definitely still dark out here. So obviously default is always super bright. You can see every single taxiway. But that's because in comparison to the older filters, darker, way darker, super dark. So 28 was still a lot dark, it seems. 1, 2, 3, 4. 234. That's probably what it is about 28. 28 has this crispness to it. And I know what it is. It's that setting that makes it look too dark. That makes the plane stand out and not look as glowy. Oh, see, like that. Look, that's an older filter though. So this is a lot better on the ground and everything, but the plane look like it's glowing a little bit more to the light. So that's something I could probably edit separately. Maybe the bloom. That's what it is. Magic bloom. Still look like it's on 28 the same, but it affects 29E more. So we'll see. I like it, but maybe at night it's too much bloom. Yeah, I like it. Oh, how about early morning? Early morning. Definitely that doesn't look as real. Yeah, E is way better. That looks great. Yeah, that looks great. The comparison shot there. You can't get no better than that. See how much darker 28 looks? Looks good, it just doesn't look as real. No. It's a different type of lighting here. So different weather. Well, that and a different time of day. Let's go to the brightest time of the day. How about this one? That's a good time of the day to test. Look at that. Look how just the lighting, how that lighting looks. Dark, and look how the wheels are actually black, dark black. Let's go to 28. Something about that crispness of 28. Something about that crispness. But this still looks realer and has the same similar crispness. Just less blacks as 28. That looks lovely. And let's go to middle of the day at 7:37 in the morning. Let's go to, I like 2 in the afternoon. Or the brightest we could get it. And 28 falters. Does not look real to me. 29B. There's something to that 29B. The yellow and the blacks. Doesn't necessarily look real, but it looks good. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. Back to the real time. That looks great. I just need a better PC. We're gonna turn down my graphics, guys. It is what it is at this point. Turn down the graphics. But it was flying so well before the updates. Such high frames. I don't understand why we're bottlenecking now. It's like the simulator is using way more memory now than normal. Like we're already maxing out as we start the sim. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's this plain update. So we're gonna do a flight in the PMDG and see if we still have the same issues. If we don't, we know that it's the Ifly and the Phoenix. We know the Phoenix is terrible performance. And all Bills airports. So those two things together, Phoenix and Bills airports, that was not helping. But this plane never used to have frame issues before, but you know the new update, a lot has changed. It now has a tablet. So we're gonna do a flight in the PMDG next time. As much as I love to fly this thing, and I'm gonna see if we have any massive performance issues. If we don't, we know we just need a better PC for better aircraft. For these other aircraft, or turn on the graphics. All right, thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.